Welcome back to Mata Field here at Stello Stadium. It is Northeast Junior High Football League action. You are watching on the highlight guy. Jason Roby calling all the action for you. Ron Ducky Welliver is on the color commentary. And as always, the man on the moving pictures is Steve Cody. You are going to be watching junior JV action here from the field at Stello Stadium. The Exeter team has taken the field, and they are set to kick off. They are in their gray shirts, blue pants. They're looking a lot like the Exeter Blue Hawks. These are the Seahawks, the Exeter Seahawks. We do not have I don't believe we have the junior rosters. This is game number 3. Ball is kicked off. It is a low roller covered there by the Seahawks, or by the Cougars, rather. That is number 22. That is Jacob Guzman-Diaz, one of the swinging players. He will play in both rounds today. And I'm going to ask our announcer, Dion Sase, if he might be able to call for an Exeter roster. If we could get an Exeter roster up here, that would be outstanding. Could they bring an Exeter roster to after this play? See if they have an Exeter roster they can run up to the booth. All right, first down and 10 for the Cougars. They're in their spread formation. Handoff up the middle, bouncing out to the right side to the 50, and a nice run there off to the right side. Went number 8 for Caden Foreman. The first name on the right side there, Caden Foreman, on the nice run off to the right side. He'll pick up about 6 on first down. That'll set up a second and manageable on the 49-yard line, or as Bob Bates used to call it, the 51. They'll wind the clock, 2nd and 4. Shotgun. There it goes again. The handoff to Foreman, and he bounces off to the right and gets down, we'll call it to about the 45-yard line. 3rd down and less than a yard to go here.
We talked about that last game, Jason. If you notice Foreman, he's running up the middle. Boom, he makes that quick cut to the outside to get that extra 5-6 yards. Nice play, trip him up by number 24 for Exeter. When we get their roster, we'll get some names.
Yeah, I don't think we have the roster for the next 2 games. We don't have the roster for these 2 games. So if anyone from Exeter is listening, get us a roster up here. Now they go under center, and they'll try to get that yard. They do. He bounces to the outside, and that was number 18 for the Cougars, Anthony Errico. Nice job by Errico. He found the sledding tough and just bounced it outside. That play good for a Nashua Cougar first down. They'll set up shop 1st and 10 at the Seahawk 43. Call it 44. Oh, Ron, rather, you left the door open, and the westerly breeze. Oh, watch your headset, bud. These rookies, Steve, huh? I'll tell you what. Here comes a roster, I think. And here comes the Exeter roster. Very nice of them to deliver it to us. Here comes a speed sweep to the outside. They'll cut it up, and again, they will lose 2 yards on the play. This is an interesting look here. So our JV team, and then they have a bubble team of swingers, and then obviously a varsity roster. So that's going to set up a 2nd down. We'll call it 12. Loss of 2 on that easty-westy run.
What I love seeing in this Nashua team is they sprint to the line of scrimmage right from the huddle.
Yeah, that's stuff that you coach up. You coach them up on that stuff. All right, 2nd down and 12 for the Cougars. They'll come out in a 2-by-2 set. Motion into the backfield. The handoff. The timing was thrown off a little bit as Foreman tries to get the edge. He'll cut back against the grain.
Oh, big hit.
And the Seahawks are there to meet him was number 47.
Yellow is the juniors, white is the seniors.
Thank you for that. All right, so
Is it this game?
this is, I think it's the, I want to say it's the,
This part not see while we get the
I think
roster
these might be,
straightened out
are
here.
these different? Oh, that's Exeter. So
That's
this
Exeter,
is
yeah.
Exeter. All right.
Hate to get the names wrong.
3rd down and 10.
Anthony Erico out of the spread. We got double slot formation.
Handoff to Foreman. He finds that seam. He cuts it to the outside. He'll get stacked up just beyond the 40-yard line. Nice run on 3rd down. And again, Ducky mentioned it earlier. You find that second level. Now you start to look for the open grass, and he found it to the outside. That's going to set up a big 4th down and 6 for the Cougars. They'll go for it here, needing that the line to gain. We'll call it the 34.5 or 33.5-yard line. So
Well,
big play.
Foreman went in motion from the slot back from the left side. It's a timing play, and the timing isn't 100% right there, but still he made a nice cut up the field and got about a few yards. It's 4th and about 6.
Be interesting to see if they have any kind of a counter play on that.
Oh, I'm sure they're setting it up. This time he fakes it to Foreman. The quarterback rolls to the left side, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, down to the 20-yard line. Nice play. Anthony Erico. Beautiful fake.
Exeter Seahawks senior division.
Makes a fake to Foreman, then bootlegs, if you will, to the right. It's similar to a read sweep, but I think it was a called play. It's 1st down for Nashua at the 17-yard line of Exeter.
Was that Erico on the run?
Yeah, the quarterback. He was the quarterback.
Oh, am I looking at the varsity?
Is he a swimmer?
We got the right kid, but we're working on our little rosters here. Quarterback we think is Erico. Rolls to the right, gets about 3 yards down to the 14-yard line before he loses his.
This is the varsity game. They play the varsity game first.
So it is this one?
It's Erico. Yep.
It is Erico. Hate to have the wrong name out here, especially when he's playing so well.
Hey, Jim. Right here. Keep talking. Hey, take a look at them.
Okay, Erico comes out, gets the play from the sideline, runs it into the huddle. It'll be 2nd and about 7 from the 14-yard line. Nashua breaks the huddle, goes into wide right, trips off to the left, 2 slot backs. Erico Collins signals. Seems a little confusion in the backfield there. Erico takes the snap. He rolls to the left. Look at the pass. Throws downfield. Complete. Big hit there. Complete to number. Got a bad glare there. Number 25, A.J. West with the reception. Takes a big hit and holds on to the football. It's 3rd and 1 from about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, very manageable, though. The nice play on the pass reception, and they'll hustle up to the line trying to get that 1st down.
Erico takes the snap, runs it himself. Just it looked like a quarterback counter off there, down to the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal for Nashua at the 5-yard line. As Anthony Erico takes it himself.
So, Ron, just so you're aware, these rosters, we will use these for the next 2 games. So we're good.
We are good. Nashua bounces off to the line.
Opinions vary, but we'll go with it.
We got a tight end to the left. Erico takes the snap, hands off to Foreman. He goes running up the middle. The flag is thrown right around the 4-yard line. Oh, we got an announcer this game, I see, Jason.
Check that flag, yeah.
Mr. Sisse.
Mr. Sisse from...
Now, was it his father, the
Bishop
BG running
Girton,
back from back in the day?
back
I
in the
remember
day.
him.
That's right.
Great running back for Bishop Girton High School. There's another Sassay. Didn't he play for North?
No, so this Sasago was at North, is now at BG, and his older brother is at St. Mark's, I believe. Is it St. Mark's? And you'll see their younger brother, who plays for the senior division 8th grade team later tonight.
I thought we had another Sassay in there somewhere.
Yep. So,
But hats off to BG, the fine year there. I don't think they're the team BG Varsity. Nobody wants to play them. They've been in every game, close losses, tough losses to South and Bedford.
To Bedford. Yeah, tough
And
loss.
Belfast was tough, too. They had a lead in the fourth quarter.
That's true.
But watch out for them. Anyway, Nashua's got the ball. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Erico takes the snap.
Nice cut
runs
to the
off to the right,
outside.
cuts to the outside, cuts back
Touchdown.
inside, touchdown.
And that is how you run with your eyes.
Anthony Erico looking very experienced on that play. It looked like a sweep at first, cut back inside, cut back out, back inside, touchdown. So Nashua leads 6-0 with 2:59 left to go in the first quarter. And this game seems to be moving a little bit. Got it.
Okay, so a 2-point conversion coming up, 6-0 for the Cougars. 2:59 to go here in the first quarter. They strike early. They'll line up, go for 2. Wing is to the left, tight end to the right. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, and he is in. 8-0 Cougars, just like that.
In the first quarter, we've seen pretty much Erico and Foreman all the way.
Yeah.
And the lineman, number 62 especially, opened up some holes. That's Jameson Zabolis, a familiar name.
Yep. Jameson Zabolis, Father Chad is the head coach for Nashua North High School. And he's a dominant player here at this level.
As his dad, if I remember correctly. I coached against him when he played at Elm Street Junior High.
His dad
back
was
in the day.
a great player who I coached back in 96 and 97 when there was just one high school in the city of Nashua.
Not to bring up Plymouth again, but didn't he go to Plymouth State
Went
College?
to Plymouth, had a dominating career at Plymouth, played in an Division III All-Star game in Mexico. Had a real nice career at Plymouth State.
In Plymouth, we played the last game was against a fine Plymouth team.
Yeah, for sure.
In Plymouth, the land of nice little mountains. We've been up there.
Well, also another Plymouth connection. Scott Knight, the retired head football coach at Nashua South, is now coaching
at
Plymouth State with Nashua High School alumnus and defensive coordinator Devin Zeman. So a lot of Nashua connections up there in the Plymouth area. All right. Here comes the kickoff return. That's number 26. He'll go 30 yards east and west and break a couple of tackles. He'll bounce to the outside on the visitor sideline. He's got a little seam down the sideline. Nice tackle there. And that was by number 22 for the Cougars.
Levi Rowe and a nice run.
And 22 was on the tackle there for the Cougars. Maybe saved the
Jacob
touchdown.
Guzman Diaz.
Yeah, he's one of those swing players. So good job by Guzman Diaz.
Nice run by Levi Rowe off to the left side. About a 35-yard run. It's 1st and 10.
So they will set up shop in Cougar territory at the 45-yard line.
This looks like a Billy Ball offense there, Jason, what we're looking at.
Here comes your straight T, 6-inch splits, double tight ends. Watch the guards.
Watch the guards.
And that's going to the left. Boom, there's your fullback power up the middle, and that's why I say this is an offense that is really hard to stop at this level because you have to be disciplined, and oftentimes we would practice without a football. You cannot watch the backs. They're going to lie to you. You got to watch the offensive line. They're going to tell you where the football is going. So for those of you trying to figure it out, don't. Watch the offensive line.
And then when you have it figured out, they'll throw a false pull in, and then now you're stuck.
They will.
Following the backs again.
It's coming to the right. Off tackle. All day long. We call that play 36. 3-back, 6-hole, right side. And again, you watch the center. If you look at the center, look at either player to the center's left and right. They are going to pull and usually 9 times out of 10 take you to the promised land unless, like Coach Welliver said, they false pull.
I doubt they false pull at this level. I wouldn't put anything past Billy Ball, but now they got a different formation here.
I like it. Double wing. Open it up.
It's a sweep off to the right. Now a lot of real estate out there. Number 20 cuts back to the inside, down to the 3, rumbling, stumbling down to the 1-yard line.
Just shy of the end zone. It'll be first and goal from inside the 1. So,
Nice run by Noah Hickey.
and that's the other thing, too. To keep kids interested in what you're doing, you got to mix it up a little bit. And at the older levels, you can do that. You can go T formation, and then, boom, suddenly you break out, and now you're spread. We started to dabble in a little bit of that in 2013.
Or was it 14?
It was 100 years ago. I don't know. Back to the T formation. A little toss counter action, and this time 51 in the backfield, 51 on 31.
Farrell Umar on the nice play. Staying home where he's supposed to be. He shot through the hole where the guard had pulled.
Yeah, nice play there.
Farrell Umar.
Indeed. And he stopped Jack Thompson on the carry, so a nice play. And now you'll get your double wing again, your double wing look. Motion, speed sweep. Nobody there. He's going to be in. And what
Quarterback Roy
happened-
Emerson handed off on a speed sweep, like you said, to Lincoln Stover. And a nice, tough play to stop.
Well, the other thing, too, is, look, you're number 8. You're out there on an island on the flanker, and I think that was Foreman. And Foreman came underneath that block of the wide receiver, and that just opened. You know, as the corner out there, you're in no man's land. You want to try to force the action back into the inside where all of your defenders are. All right.
Got a nice looking backfield here. And the quarterback hands off right up the middle. Off tackle,
Off tackle,
to the right
yeah.
side.
This is the one offense where you will see these guys cut back against the grain. That play started on the right side and finished to the middle, but on a bigger field, if it gets to the second level, it'll cut back to the left. All right, so we will go and say that we are locked up at 8-8 with 13 seconds to go in the opening quarter, just like that, all knotted up at 8.
So going back to that touchdown, Jason, it was a nice read by Lincoln Stover, who ran to the outside. He just follows that block. If the cornerback goes inside, he'll go wide. Cornerback gets if they get the block the cornerback contains, he cuts inside. Linebacker's already committed to the watching the fullback or the other halfback, and that's what happens with this offense.
Don't watch the backs.
It's easy said. Like
Nice catch there to make something out of that. This is 20, is it 22, Ron, I think. Nice. We're going to get a
Guzman
face
Diaz.
mask called. So Guzman Diaz, who's a swing player on our rosters, he'll play in the varsity game as well. I think he got a face mask there as well, so they're going to tack on some yardage there. So the Cougars are in business on their next possession.
8-8 at the end of the first quarter, and we know by how Exeter runs their offense, the clock tends to tick. They don't score a lot of points, but they give up a lot of time.
Yeah, they eat up time. It's a time eater for sure. And speaking of eating, let us talk to you about Luke's Bar and Grill, our latest sponsor. Here is we want to welcome them to our team. And founded in 2019, Luke's Bar and Grill has grown quickly thanks to loyal guests and incredible staff. Their mission is to provide a welcoming space with great food, refreshing drinks, and an atmosphere that always feels like home. Whether you're here for dinner, drinks, or just to unwind, Luke's is constantly evolving to make every visit better. Find them at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or online at lukesbarandgrill.com. That's Luke's, L-U-K-S, barandgrill.com. And the Nashua Cougars, they're a nonprofit organization. They were created to give every child the opportunity to reach their greatest potential in youth football before they head to the high school. They work with the Nashua High School North coaches to ensure the athletes are ready to compete at the high school level by the time they arrive, giving them the greatest opportunity to continue to excel beyond high school. To learn more, go to their website at NashuaCougars.com. And please stay up to date with all of the Highlight Guys' upcoming live streams. Subscribe to THG Sports Network and our YouTube channel today and never miss out on the games you want to see. Just go to thehighlightguy.com, choose the live stream page, and click the buy button. For the YouTube, search The Highlight Guy and hit subscribe. We thank you in advance. And lastly, Bouvier Prepare. They provide comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. All right, second quarter action here. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Great field position from the shotgun.
Foreman takes the snap. Looks like he's
Got a
gonna
wheel
throw.
route.
Oh,
And
what
just,
a hit.
I think he got the football. I think that's going to be Exeter ball, Ron, if I'm not mistaken. They're
Sam
calling.
Dunnigan just came in from the outside, and the Foreman held the ball just a little bit too late.
There's a wheel route that was developing behind that just took too long. I think they're going to say it's 2nd down, and Foreman got hit as his arm was cocked back, and he'll take a break. He'll come off to the sideline. He's okay, but he felt that one. That was a great stick, and asking for too much time and protection. They'll wind the clock, 9:46 to go. They're calling for them to wind the clock, and now it does. For those of you scoring at home, just watch the guy in the white hat. He'll tell you when to run that clock. Or listen to Steve Cody up here in the booth. He knows too. All right, it's a big 2nd down, loss of 6 on the play. Cougars will break the huddle. They'll come out with twins to the top and bottom. Shotgun sniffer off to the left side. They'll motion into the backfield. There'll be a speed sweep to the side. Got to cut it up and does, but just too many Exeter Seahawks there on the outside. Is waiting for him was number 13. Lucky number 13 for Exeter. Unlucky if you're the Cougars.
Ryland Clark on the carry.
That speed sweep was it took a long time in developing, so the Cougars will have to go back to the drawing board, playing well behind the sticks here, as we talked about in our last game. You want to have your down marker in between those orange sticks, not behind it. 3rd down, we'll call it 16-17 for the Cougars. 2-by-2 with the sniffer off to the right side. They'll motion back into the backfield. Quarterback will keep it on a wrap play. Nice job. Maybe getting 6 on that play, but again, just too much to ask for when you're playing well behind the sticks. It's going to be 4th down. We'll call it 15.
Played by number 52 for Exeter, but I don't see him on the roster, Jason. Or was it 62?
Could have been 62. We'll give it to Caleb West. And if not, our apologies and kudos to Caleb. 7:54 to go here before the half.
4th down, about 15, Jason. Things are moving right along.
If you're Exeter, you're probably running trap. If you're Nashua, see what they go to with their bag of tricks. Speed sweep potentially. Nope. The quarterback wrapped to the left side this time. Nice job of reading his block. Will cut back against the grain again. And they're going to turn it over on downs. You'll give that one up. Nice play. Looked like number 62 or 52 again, Ron, on that one.
We don't have 52 on the roster, so we have a mysterious Mr. X on this game also.
Mysterious Mr. X. So,
Exeter.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Ron.
Exeter takes over 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, can't play behind the sticks. And Nashua had 2 plays with positive yardage. Unfortunately, they had 2 plays with negative yardage, so they negate themselves, and it ends up giving Exeter the ball. 1st and 10, wing. And here comes a little power off to the left side. Nice block at the point of attack, and nice job to get outside contain. Still running to the 30, down to the 50, up to the 50, I should say. Finally knocked out of bounds by number 5. It was I think it was number 12.
It was Lincoln Stover on the carry.
Yeah, Stover on the carry. Just reading his blocks nicely and setting those blocks up, getting the defender to come inside that leverage again. And if you're the last defender on the outside, you want to force everything back inside because that's where your help is. If you give up the outside, there's nobody out there.
Now they got the same formation to the other side here, Jason.
Yeah,
Look
you're
for a
still
sweep to
gonna-
the right side
You're
again.
still going to see T formation action just with a wing employed. And it's going to be that sweep play as Coach just talked about, and he'll step up inside. This time Nashua was waiting for it. A nice job there defensively as number 20 found the sledding tough. That was Noah Hickey who got him. Looked like a couple of players for the Cougars, 22.
There's Guzman Diaz again.
Yeah, we've been saying his name a lot. We're going to get a timeout on the field as
Seems like Jacob has a nose for that ball out
he
there.
does
and
indeed. He does indeed.
So far, so good.
So
6:41, we have a timeout on the field.
talk about Earth Tech Systems. They're a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC systems. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, their innovative solutions not only prioritize environmental benefits, but also help customers save significantly on energy costs. So whether you're considering a new heat pump system or you just need repairs, the skilled team is ready to handle even the most complex projects. Learn more about their cutting-edge designs and unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. And if you have not already subscribed to our new YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button so that you can be aware whenever we schedule a live stream. I want to welcome all of our friends from the Seacoast, Exeter, watching us here on the Highlight Guy. Jason Roby, Ron Welliver, and Steve Cody bringing you all the action here on a beautiful Sunday from Nashua. All right. The Seahawks, rather. Second down and 9. They'll set up on the far hash from the T formation. Little toss counter action again, and it'll go off to the right side. They'll throw him forward for a couple of extra yards. It was big number 75. Nice tackle. But this time he threw.
Wyatt Pumenville on that tackle.
Yeah, I think Stover had. Looked like Stover had about 4 yards on the play until he was tackled. Then he got 6 yards.
Nice job by Roy Emerson selling that sweep and then coming back with a counter, like you said.
Got to carry out those fakes all the time in this offense. Carry out those fakes. All right.
Empty backfield.
Here comes the motion, the speed sweep off to the left side. And again, the edge. They lost contain, and number 5 pushed him out, but not before.
Levi Rowe, a nice run.
Getting a first down. Yeah, Rowe off to the left side. I think number 5 for the Cougars finally forced him out of bounds.
What I see Exeter doing, Jason, is
Seamus King, excuse me, sorry about that, Ron.
they're moving the ball outside. They're going to come back with something inside.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
All right. Referee says he has to leave the game, so Levi Rowe will come out, and someone will have to come in. Got to play with 11. Here he comes from the far side.
Might be an equipment problem or something.
Could be. I'll tell him the play here. Reading those white numbers on the gray shirts is tough at times, but it looks like number 12 came back in. That would be Lincoln Stover. A little buck sweep counter. Well set up, and on the backside, the edge player came inside again. You'll watch that. And what's every play in the wing tee designed to do? Cut back against the grain, and that's exactly
Look at Hickey
what
go.
he did.
Noah Hickey with a fine move, and almost like a single wing play where they took the snap, handed off, and then a double reverse back the other way.
Well, they faked the buck sweep, and then the buck sweep handoff gave to the counterman, and it went to the outside. And I was watching the point of attack, and your defensive end folded into the middle linebacker area and kind of gave up a lot of real estate out there. If you're the defensive end, you got to stay and do your job. I'm sure that's what they'll talk about when they watch this one back on the Highlight Guy. Wing is to the left, 2 tight end set, little power play off to the left side, and that was not where that play was designed to go, as it was supposed to be cut up inside as Levi Rowe bounced out to where they were trying to block.
A nice play by the Nashua defense there to keep the clock moving and to keep Rowe from getting outside.
We are inside of 4 minutes and 43 seconds here, tied up at 8 from Stello Stadium. The Seahawks are on the march down. They are inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line, and it is a second down and goal play.
It's unbalanced right.
Line.
Looks like it's going to the right
They're
side.
going to throw it. He's going to have to keep it. Nice job. Good coverage by the secondary. 51 and 21 in there on the tackle.
There was 18, Benjamin Wortlick on the quarterback keeper.
And it was Guarino and
Perino and Colomb.
Umar.
Yeah, Bentley Colomb. Or
51,
Farrell Umar. It was
yep.
Umar.
So they were in on the stop.
Bear with us as we're getting our rosters down in our heads here.
Good coverage by the secondary and good job of pass rushing, staying with it, running your lanes, much like a kickoff. You want to stay in your lane and do your job.
Roy Emerson back in a quarterback for Exeter. Equipment problem taken care of.
Wing is to the right with a tight end to the left. Two backs. They fake the trap. Here comes your buck off the right side. And a good job defensively staying home, not biting that first fake on the trap.
Nice job by number 75, Wyatt Palmanville.
Yeah, Palmanville in there again. And there's a great thing that we just talked about. Palmanville did not try to make the stop on the trap. He stayed home, protected his gap, and did a nice job.
That's 4th down and goal for Exeter from the
huge play. They got a score here. They cannot get a first down. Inside of 3 minutes now to play in the first half. Straight T formation, double tight end. It is unbalanced again.
Unbalanced to the left, yeah.
And now they'll throw again. Little waggle action. Throw it up. Corner of the end zone is caught.
Nice catch.
He did not make the end zone, so it's going to be turned over on downs. He'll fall short of the goal line. So
great play by Foreman and Seamus King out there. They were right on him. Coverage was great.
Wiley Vosgian, I hope I said that right, made a great catch. Reached for the end zone last second effort, but couldn't get it. So it kind of serves as like a punt. You will not get good field position out of it, but you will get a turnover on down. So Nashua in very dangerous territory here. They are with their heels on their own goal line. And anytime you run spread formation, Ron, this makes me a little nervous. This is the time, believe it or not, I like to run a deep ball. I like to throw this one deep when my heels are backed up because I know the defense has their ears pinned back. They're trying to get that safety. So this is maybe when you take a shot down the field.
Both sides of the field, I never like the spread. When you're inside your own 5 or inside the defense's 5-yard line. Yeah, that's my prop. It's a personal opinion.
Yeah, sure. You're entitled to it, Ron.
Yeah.
Once again, undefeated up here. Cougars spending a great deal of time in the huddle. That always makes me nervous, and they're going to talk it over again. I guess a penalty really does not matter a whole lot here because it's only half the distance to the goal. So instead of the 1, you're at the 6-inch yard line
now
or whatever it is.
They call a timeout to talk it over a little bit. Biggest thing the coach is going to tell them, hang on to the football, fellas. You won't see much outside. Look at going between the tackles right now. And
yeah, a good time to use that timeout because you want to get this right because a safety gives the Seahawks a 2-point advantage as well as the ball. So, and good field position. So a safety is never a good way to go. You want to make sure you have the right play call here. All right. I'm sure Exeter coaching staff talking about what they need to be aware of here. And you also don't want to take a sack in the end zone either if you are the Cougars. Are they going under center here? I believe they are.
Yeah.
And they're just going to run right up I would just
quarterback sneak most
right
likely.
up the middle. Oh, he tried to go to the right side, and he's going to get jammed up in the end zone.
Yep.
Referee is going to say he got out of the end zone. I'll tell you what, right now, that you don't want to go laterally when you had two, what we call two techniques just busting through the guards. Just go straight ahead. They had a linebacker second level, but I think if you're the quarterback, you let your center handle the middle backer, and you just take a couple of steps forward.
Erico moved east-west that time almost. You got lucky.
You don't want to go east and west. They're blowing those two B gaps, and that is not a place you want to be.
Clock winding down. I wouldn't be surprised to see Exeter call a timeout here to get the ball back.
Now they're in the shotgun. You don't want to get an incomplete pass here because that will stop the clock. Pistol formation, that took a long time to develop. This is going to be a safety.
Yeah, no question there. A bunch of tacklers there.
Just
Number 13 was Wiley Vosgin, among others, and they just blew that play up.
I
Are you
think
surprised they went to the spread there, Jason?
I think from my money, if I'm going in the spread, I'm throwing deep. But I wouldn't have gone to the spread. I want to get to halftime. As a coach, your objective here is simple. We're not trying to score. We got to get out of the end zone.
Get out of the end zone.
And you're not trying to score. We'll go to halftime locked up at 8. The last thing you want to do is give up points. And again, I'm being ultra critical here, and I shouldn't be. But you asked, so I will answer. As the coach, I would have gotten under center, and I would have forced Exeter to stop me and use your timeouts. Because worst case scenario, I have to punt the ball to you. You have no timeouts left. Okay, so I'm prolonging things as long as I can. Now I'm giving you the ball with 1:14 to play, and look at the field position you're going to have. That's just my opinion. Now, I'll tell you what, I've been in that situation before where I should have taken a safety, and I didn't. And I would have had the lead still by giving up that safety. So
that's where the extra the 2-point conversion comes in
there
huge
it is.
now.
All right, little pop-up kick and finding a seam up the middle of the field.
It's number 12, Lincoln Stover.
Stover's
Nice run down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, good blocking up front. It was finally tackled by number 6 for the Cougars, Rylan Clark, but not before he got down to, we're going to call it the 11-yard line. So here's the scenario. I think they keep timeouts down on the field. I know that Exeter has at least 2 timeouts, and there's about a minute to go here. So this is like prime real estate and a prime example of why you just playing with your heels on your own goal line. You've got to figure out a way to get out of there.
Well, look for Exeter. They use those timeouts, and they'll probably most likely run the ball on that counter play, something off the tackles to try to get some yardage. But Nashua wants to force them to pass here.
Yeah, with the timeouts in my back pocket, I think what I'm thinking early on is I don't need to get to the sideline yet. I think I'm going to run my trap play or my off tackle play before I try to get to the sideline. And again, that's just me thinking about what I would want to do. I'm not down there, and I don't know what what the bread and butter plays are, but official having
we got a timeout somewhere.
Conversation. So I'm not sure if it's a clock issue or if they said they're going to keep the time on the field. I'm not 100% certain, but they've added 30 seconds. So that makes sense because they were inside of a minute. Thank you, Steve Cody. They're inside of a minute now. It's 1:24. So
unbalanced right
you're on,
side.
Steve. They added 28 seconds. All right. Power off to the right side. So there it is, your power play, and it bounces outside. You still don't have – his knee was down inside the 10, so you still don't have to use that timeout. You can get on the ball. You don't need to huddle. Just get on the ball. It looks like they're going to call a timeout.
That was Noah Hickey on that nice run down to the approximately 8-yard line.
And it's going to be shy of the first down. So second, and you still have 68 seconds to go here as we take a look inside the Exeter huddle. And again, they're gonna run. They're probably going to run trap. Now this is the idea where when you get a first down, the clock stops to move the chains. You can't get a first down after this first down, but they'll stop the clock to move the chains. And if you're Exeter, you're probably calling 2 plays right now. You're calling your first play and then get on the ball if we get the first down and call the second play. So they used one of their timeouts. We'll see how this plays out. And then clock management, right? We've seen you see clock management issues sometimes at the NFL level. And so
that's how coaches get fired when they misuse that clock like the Bears coach did.
I don't think we're going to see anybody get fired here.
No. When it's your job, then you can't make a mistake.
All right, so here they come out in double tight end. Wing is to the left. 2 backs in the backfield. We'll check the guards, see what they're doing. They're running super power to the left. He's going to bounce it outside, cut inside the block.
Nice play.
And now.
Nice play, number 72. That's John Kozier. John Koser, I believe I'd say it. I hope I'm saying that right.
I'm surprised they ran it outside like that. I would have, I probably would have tried to get the first down and use that first movement of the sticks to stop the clock.
Here's the second play.
Toss counter off to the outside, and they had it bottled up initially. Can they run them out from behind? They can. Clock is still running. They'll have to call timeout or line up. They'll call timeout.
Great play by Garino there. Number 21, all alone out there.
So what have we seen here, Ron, in the last couple of plays? They've tried going east and west, when their bread and butter has been vertically straight up the field. I want to take you back to 2 plays ago. You had second down and one. And now it's 4th and 5 because you're trying to get – when you have those timeouts in your back pocket, you don't need to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Go to the sideline, yeah.
Get the first down and use the first down as a clock stopper. Have a second play called and then, go that route. And again, me sitting up here in the heat.
It's easy.
With a cup of coffee and watching on the highlight guy, easy to call. These coaches do a fantastic job, but
with 31 seconds left to go, it's 4th down and goal. 4th down and about 5, actually.
They can get a first down, which the clock will stop. If they do, they still have, I believe, 1 timeout remaining here. So we'll see. They go twins to the right, tight end to the left. The running back is off to the right side, rolling out to his right. Can't take a sack here.
He throws it away.
Incomplete pass.
Nice play again by number 21, Giovanni Garino.
Now, go ahead. Sorry. I just want to share with you one thing. We were talking about what Exeter could have or should have done. The one thing I didn't say was how well defensively this Cougar team played.
They stepped up.
They stepped up defensively and kept them from getting that first down. That's great defense right there. So credit to the Cougar defense for making those things happen and keeping Exeter.
And it was
an intentional grounding
call. 1st and 10 for Nashua. 17 seconds left. They'll probably just kill the clock and get to halftime.
What you don't want to do here is
fumble.
Turn the ball over. That is no bueno.
Great job by the Nashua defense. Nashua's down 10-8 to, it says Plymouth on the board there, but it is Exeter.
Well, another great program here in the state of New Hampshire. The Exeter feeder system goes to the Blue Hawks, and Exeter year after year. High school has great programs. Head coach Bill Ball.
Still there after all these years. Still the athletic.
He retired as the AD. He's still coaching football. But the stadium is named after him.
Yeah.
So, Speed, motion, quarterback will keep it. He'll be swallowed up there by the side of the left side of the defense, rather.
It's number 52 again. We don't have him on our roster.
And Nashua called timeout. So I'm not, again, I
don't get this.
I love the fact that you're trying to, maximize your point potential, but you also, disaster could strike here. Unless you're throwing this thing deep.
Well, I don't think they're calling timeout to run off tackle or do a counter. I think they're going to be tossing it up or come up with a trick play here.
Well, this is what scares me. Don't turn the ball over because even if that clock reads 0 and the play's still going on, it is live. So, trying to come up with something in the huddle to maybe get one more bite of the apple is this Nashua Cougar team. It was 8-8 a couple of minutes ago. Nashua took a safety when they got hit 5 yards deep in the end zone. And then defensively, the Cougars did a great job of keeping Exeter out of the end zone. And here we are at 10-8. So
Foreman to the left side, just a straight dive.
Yeah.
Zone blocking to the left, and that's it for the half.
And that'll do it for the half here. Mata Field at Stello Stadium. We'll take a break and pay some bills. You are watching on the Highlight Guy. Go get yourself a piece of pizza, pour a cup of coffee, bring them to me, and we'll see you back here in just a few minutes. You're watching on the Highlight Guy.
Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not. I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like I was born. I can't hit the ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out with you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, this is Deb Cody with the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I have a passion for helping people, and I love to help people with their real estate goals, whether it's buying, selling, or investing. I'm licensed in New Hampshire, Massachusetts, and Maine, and work with an incredible team, the Dow Group, which has been the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire for the past several years. Collectively, the team has sold over $1 billion worth of real estate in the past 20 years. If you're curious to know what the local market is like in your area, feel free to reach out via my website, deb.thedowgroup.com, and let's get connected.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guide can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguide.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguide.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Mata Field here at Stello Stadium in the Gate City. It is Northeast Junior High Football League action. Jason Roby, Ron Welliver calling all of the plays for you. The man on the moving pictures is the highlight guy, Steve Cody. And we are in a good one here, 10-8. It is the Exeter Seahawks over the Nashua Cougars. The first half ended with a great defensive stand by the Nashua Cougars as the Exeter Seahawks were threatening to go up by another score, but the Cougars, Ron, were up for the challenge and thwarted off that effort.
Great job by Giovanni Garino, who was out there twice on big plays down by the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
And as referees kick kids playing on the field off, and we're getting ready for the second half. And Nashua will be kicking off to Exeter.
Nashua will be going left to right on your screens. They're in their black uniforms with Columbia numbers. The Exeter Seahawks have their gray shirts, blue helmets. They're wearing those Guardian caps, Ron. I don't know if you've noticed these, but they are a lot of the teams use them. I know a lot of schools use them at practice. Some kids are allowed to wear them during games.
Looks like all the Exeter team has them.
Yep, for sure. And it's a good investment. All right, Nashua teeing the ball off. Exeter ready to receive the second half kickoff. A great first half, good defensive battle. Short kick taken by the up man on the line of scrimmage, and he's rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Get off me. Nice job by big number 52 there on that return for the
that's
Seahawks.
Mr. X for that.
Yeah.
Exeter. We don't have him on the board.
Well, that was quite a return there by that young man, as number one, showing great hands. Number two, just showing the ability to bounce off of would-be tacklers. Exeter will have great field position to start the second half. They are on the Cougar 42-yard line.
He's a big kid. That football looks like a water ball in his arms because he's so.
All right.
And I ran night for a lineman. He ran hard.
Cougars running a player off quickly. They'll line up with one back in the backfield, tight end to the right. They're going to go a little pitch to the outside. They have the edge. There was no one out there, and he's got the edge. 35 down to the 30, finally thrown down at about the 29-yard line. And a nice carry.
So number 21, Emerson pitched out to number.
Was it 26 maybe? We'll see. But
yeah, Levi Rowe. Yeah, it was Levi Rowe.
So if it was Rowe, a nice job of rowing down the field, as it were. He got himself all the way inside the 30 down to the 29. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks.
I mean, it's only been a half, Jason, but what you notice is a lot of the backs, they each have 35, 40 yards apiece.
Yeah.
And that's what
that's the
Exeter,
balance of the offense.
Balance of the offense.
Straight T formation, and they'll do the toss counter. It opens up like the Red Sea up the middle, and they've run that play quite successfully, saving perhaps a touchdown. Number 18 for the Cougars was in there, but a nice job on that toss counter play.
Roy Emerson selling the toss. They set that up with the last play.
Yep.
He faked the toss sweep. Handoff right up the middle. Nice play.
Anthony Errico may have saved a touchdown there. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line for the Seahawks. They'll come back in their open formation. They'll go empty backfield, trips to the right, twins to the left off of double tight end set. So it'll be a tight end flanker left. Tight end trips right. They speed sweep it. They're going to blow that one dead, and unfortunately for the Cougars, it may have been on the carpet, but
it was a motion
false start.
penalty.
Yeah, so that'll back them up 5 yards. Those are the plays that, as a coach, you control the things you can control. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 20-yard line. They'll wind the clock inside of 8:20 to go in the third frame.
Clock's ticking. Be about 8 minutes left to go by the time they snap the ball. Quarterback Roy Emerson comes to the line calling signals.
They're going to go tight end trips to the left. They want him on the other side. They want him in the backfield. So
Robert Fulcino moves to the backfield now.
All right, tight end wing, 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to the left side on a superpower play, and I'll tell you what, that play's going to result in potentially a touchdown as he gets all the way down to the 3-yard line. But that time, Foreman came up from the outside and he forced it back in, exactly what you're taught to do. Unfortunately, there was no flow from the second level to kind of secure the tackle. So nice play. And that was a superpower. They pulled both guards. They have 2 backs lead blocking. And football is a numbers game. If you can outnumber your opponent to the point of attack, you're going to win more than you lose.
I mean, number 17, Fulcino, was out there, but there was nobody to block for him because they were already blocked.
Right. Back to the T formation, double tight end.
Unbalanced to the left side. Right off tackle.
Power again, and he's going to waltz in.
Levi Rowe. That was Levi Rowe's series right up the field with him.
So good halftime adjustments by the Seahawks as they wanted to reestablish that run game and go back to the unbalanced line, which again creates a numbers disadvantage for you defensively. And I'm sure the Cougars will adjust to that on the sideline when they come off the field.
It's a big 2 points right here. It's 16-8 with the score because of that safety. And they're not coming out with the wing T.
Come out with their tight end trips look. Tight end to the right, one back in the backfield is Jack Thompson. They'll fake it to Thompson. Quarterback will roll to his left. Rainmaker into the
Wide
corner.
open.
All alone. He actually got both feet in. Nice job. Good awareness there by number 12, Lincoln Stover. And that's the other thing, too, is formation recognition. As you get older and you start to recognize things about formations, when they go to those open formations, you're either looking for fullback trap or pass. And those are really the only 2 things you're going to see from that particular formation against this offense.
And when the quarterback, Emerson, rolled out, he reads the cornerback. They came up. It makes Lincoln Stover wide open in the end zone. Nice call by Exeter. Well managed to drive up the field.
So they'll tee the ball up at the 40, prepare to kick it off to Nashua, who's still getting some players out on the field here.
I believe Foreman is deep for Nashua. And who's the other player deep there?
All right, now they're adjusted. Good kick taken by, well, that's a live ball, so you got to get on it pretty quickly. They do. Nice job of falling on it. Maybe could have picked it up and gotten a few extra. Number 34 there for the Cougars.
That was Byron Medina.
Yeah, Medina
jumped on the ball.
Nice job getting on that ball. Didn't want it to roll any further.
Love the squib kick at the lower levels.
Yeah,
like this.
for sure.
Good ball rolls around, and then by the time,
well, even at the high school level, it's a great thing because, a lot of times your second level guys are not necessarily hands guys. They're they don't really touch the ball a lot, and the football's not round, Ducky. It does not bounce the way you would hope it would. Boy, don't I know that all too well.
Yep.
Cougars come out in their shotgun, twins to the bottom of the screen, and he's got to get on the line up top, or it's a legal formation.
No call.
No call. They go to Foreman off the right side. He gets tripped up in the backfield by 17. That was Robert Fulcino. So behind the sticks we play, second down, and we'll call it 12.
Nashua early on was running Foreman a lot to the left side and having some success. We haven't seen it back since he left the game with a slight injury back in the second quarter.
Yeah, good to see him back in there. Not sure if he's at full strength or not. We'll know soon enough. It's second down and 12 for the Cougars. They'll break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage, 5:48 and counting. They'll come out in a 2-by-2 set, shotgun formation. The running back, or the F as we call him, is up in the sniffer position. They'll motion into the backfield. And they were going to run that quarterback wrap or counter play, I think, but they're going to get called for a penalty. So now we're at 2nd and 17. Playing behind the sticks are the Cougars.
18, Anthony Erico comes to the sideline, gets the play. This level, Jason, 40 seconds between plays?
I believe that's the case. It's interesting, even in the Northeast Junior High Football League, there are different rules to the varying levels. I think play clock is probably the same, and they may actually give them a little bit more at the youth level because the coaches are in the huddle with the players and so forth. Motion into the backfield, speed sweep into the boundary. They fake it and go with the quarterback, and nothing doing there.
Number 26 on the play.
We've said his name a few
That's
times.
Levi Rowe.
Yeah,
Levi
Rowe in there again, and that was a play where Erico, we called that play. Looked like they were going to run that quarterback counter back to the field, but I think the idea for Erico is try to get north and south as quickly as you can, and unfortunately the hole was plugged. He had to bounce it, and Rowe was waiting for him on the edge, and a loss of a couple more. So we're going to call it third down and maybe 20 yards, maybe 19.
Nashua's got to be careful here. No, you don't want to throw a pick. You want to.
Little miscommunication in the backfield. Got to get everybody lined up, right? Alignment, assignment. Here comes a counter play, and you got to run inside that block. Yeah, and was not designed to go outside. 47 set the edge. It was designed to get up the field quickly. And
There's our 52 once again to blow up the play. Yeah. We don't see him anywhere on here.
what's that number 21 on the carry? Guarino.
Guarino on the carry, yeah.
But Guarino, as he's coming over here, we always used to teach our kids, if your teammate, if you can see his back, that's where your cut is. So if his back is towards you, you cut off his back. You never want to get to in front of his back. That means you're running to where he's blocking. And that's what happened there. So that's a teachable moment.
Fourth down for Nashua at their own 16-yard line.
And they're going to line up. They're going to punt it here, Ron, and going deep.
Noah Fournier is back to punt.
And they're missing a player. There's going to be a flag thrown here. I think they're trying to get someone on the line of scrimmage. It's still going to. I think it's still going to get a flag, and they might let it go. They did. It's a returnable ball. A lot of field to the top of the screen, and there he goes, number 20 on the punt return. Picks up a nice block there, breaks one tackle down to the right, cuts back against the grain, breaks a second tackle. And that was number 20.
Noah Hickey.
Yeah, he just.
Nice run by Noah from the 40-yard line all the way down to the 5.
I could be wrong, but Nashua may have been without a player or two on that punt.
Based on the body language from the sideline, it was probably the case. But they had to get the play off or they'd lose another 5 yards.
Yeah. So, first down and goal for the Seahawks as they are on the far hash. We'll get a double tight end set with a T formation behind Roy. Roy surveys the scene behind him, calls signals. There's that toss play at counter play again, and it opens up like the Red Sea.
And Jack Thompson runs it in easily. Nice fake by the quarterback.
They've seen something, Ron, where they've faked that toss and they come back on the counter. They found something in that defense, a key or something where there's maybe some over pursuit, and you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, they're having a lot of success early going outside. They set this up, and Nashua still has to cover that outside. But they have to get that inside guy to stay home and not go with that sweep.
All right, so we're going to get a roll out to the right side. Had a man early, throws it late, and it's going to be broken up by number 52 for the Cougars. A nice play there by Bentley Collum. So, good job. Keeps it at 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions. But it was, with about 2 minutes to play or so in the first half, it was 8-8. And I'll bring you back. There was a long pass play that was caught on the 1 yard line. He didn't get in, but in essence, it served as almost like a punt. And back Nashua up into their own end zone, and was kind of downhill from there.
And that 2 points was the biggest 2 points of the game. There's no question about that.
So 24-8, 1:59 to go here in the third quarter. And that's a nice kick.
Booming kick.
That was a get on it and return it. When you outkick your coverage, you can get some.
Foreman dives on the ball.
I think it was 6. Was it, Ron? Number 6? Yeah.
Number 6, that's right. Ryan Clark.
Yeah.
He dove on the football, didn't want to take a chance with the pursuit coming down the field.
Hey, Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or call 603-465-1102. And if you have not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button so you can be aware whenever we schedule a live stream. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They will come out in a tight end wing to the top, a twins to the bottom, and now a little bit of a bunch look off to the left side. Ball is on the carpet, rolling around. I think the Cougars may have gotten it back. Good pressure from the left edge by number 47.
Sam Dunnigan on that.
And Dunnigan was not accounted for as he came with a free shot. Cougars fortunate to keep possession. So they
That's
lost.
one thing, when you send our wide receivers out like that and they rush from the outside, which Dunnigan did a nice job of, there's nobody to block them.
So looking like second down, we'll call it maybe 17 or so.
The Cougars moved the ball well in the first half. They're having some trouble in the second half. I think Exeter has made some adjustments on defense.
In the huddle.
42 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
This play taking a while to take place here. Yeah, Cougars having all kinds of problems lining up. Quarterback drops back. Better protection this time, but same result as just the Seahawks have their ears pinned back. I don't think Seahawks have ears. They have their beaks pinned back, and they are just attacking.
Nice job by Robert Ficino, number 17, to break that play up. I thought for a second there the quarterback, Erico, might get outside and might make a play out of that, but was denied by
that's going to do
Dunnigan.
it for the third quarter. We're going to head to the fourth, and as we do, we'll talk about EarthTech Systems. They're a premier provider of heat pump technology with a strong specialization in geothermal HVAC systems. By championing energy efficiency and sustainability, their innovative solutions not only prioritize environmental benefits, but also help customers save significantly on energy costs. Whether you're considering a new heat pump system or need repairs, their skilled team is ready to handle even the most complex projects. Learn more about their cutting-edge designs and unmatched expertise at earthtechsystems.com. And as we take a peek inside the Cougar huddle there.
The next game on the slate, Jason, is the JV game for these same two teams. Am I right?
I believe that's the case, as this is the varsity variety, so they'll do it the opposite way for our final two games. They'll go JV then varsity, so they do it a little bit differently here. This is the varsity version, I believe. Is that correct, Steve? Yep. Steve gives me the nod. I don't even think he's listening. All right. Very good. Steve, can I borrow $20? Nope, he told me no that time. Okay, just saying. All right, so the Cougars find themselves in the unenviable position of being backed up. It's you don't have a lot of plays in your playbook for third down and call it 20, 23 maybe. So
I say 23, 24 yards. Yep.
And there, now here's the thing: you're probably going to end up punting that ball. Oh no, this is so a timeout coming off of the end of the third quarter. That's just unfortunate there. They have to burn that timeout, so that'll give us a chance to talk about Luke's Bar and Grill. We love Luke's Bar and Grill. When you're stepping into more than just a restaurant, it's a family-owned and operated spot that's been serving the community since 2019. Their motto, it's simple. Never forget where you came from. With a commitment to good food, great service, and giving back, Luke's is where neighbors become friends. Visit them today at 142 Lowell Road in Hudson, New Hampshire, or online at lukesbarandgrill.com. And if you're looking to play sports in college, let the Highlight Guy help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, we film sporting events, and we live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the Highlight Guy, you are the star, so let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started. All right, Ron, what are you doing here? You're the coach. You just told your guys first, ball security, I'm guessing, right?
Absolutely. Looks like they're overbalanced on the right side there. So you're looking at probably a run to the right side. Get some yardage so you can get some room to punt. That's my main goal right now.
Oh, that opened up pretty big there for the Cougars.
Nice run by Foreman off tackle. They call a fumble on that
I
one?
think they did. Yeah, they did. So that's unfortunate for the Cougars. Fumble recovered by number 58, maybe? 53.
53.
So Thaddeus Beam on that recovery.
That's right. Thaddeus Beam, number 53.
There you go. So
Little
good,
guy comes up with the ball. Good for him.
play by Thad. So, again, the Cougars will have to play some stout defense here if they want to keep the Seahawks out of the end zone. And the Seahawks are going empty again, Ron.
Look for a counter maybe to that wing back off
They're
the
going
side. That's
speed
just
sweep
regular
to the
speed
field.
sweep.
Well blocked at the point of attack. In for the touchdown.
Number 20, Noah Hickey. It was his turn. Last series of downs. It was Levi Rowe, I believe, Lincoln Stover. And all three running backs, 40, 50, 60 yards apiece. That's what we talked about.
Yeah,
Spread the ball around. Everybody gets a shot at it. And that's what they have all three dangerous running backs.
You know, for all intents and purposes, this game was tied at 8, at halftime, aside from that safety. So the Cougars just, they found themselves in a tight spot here, turning the ball over inside their own territory, and the Seahawks have taken advantage of it.
Look at the pass, throws a little short.
Oh, what a catch.
Nice play over there by
44.
number 44, William Small. And what they did was they flooded that left side when the quarterback rolled out. Cornerback went with the deep guy, as you should. Linebacker was not there. He was covering the sweep. And wide open was number 44, William Small, for the extra point.
So really, not indicative of the kind of game this was really started out to be. These two teams were pretty evenly matched, locked up at 8 apiece, and then the wheels kind of came off the wagon a little bit, and just, unfortunate situations where they're turning the ball over and going backwards, on some of their plays, and it just is what it is. And
like the last game we talked about it, the defense, Exeter's defense is just pinning their ears back. They're coming like their hair's on fire.
Well, because you're in a situation where you got to play catch up, and now you become a one-dimensional.
Yep, that's exactly what's happening, and they read that well.
And as a brilliant fan just wrote in too, a lot of short fields. You can't real estate in any level of football is so important. Field position, right? Field position is huge, and if you're giving your opponent the ball inside your own 15, 20-yard line, that's an uphill battle. You're not going to win many of those battles. You pointed out earlier, Ducky, that this is an Exeter offense that is built to 3 yards and a cloud of dust, or a cloud of black pellets, as it were.
Black pellets.
So that if you give them a short field, they're gonna put it in the end zone. If you make them have to go 70, 80 yards, you have a better chance of creating a turnover, changing momentum, getting a penalty, something like that.
That offense is made to go 20 to 25 plays a quarter. And
that's how it's built.
They've been eating up, and the varsity level, they eat up 6-7 minutes every quarter. It's a 20. It could be a 20-6 game, but it's a blowout.
Well,
because
the key against going any team is to always try to get out ahead of them and make them one-dimensional. Force them to throw the football, get them out of their comfort zone. That has not, been the case here today. They've been able to implement their offense and go that route. So the Cougars,
they're just ready to come after the ball.
motion, timing. Nice run there, off to the right side and off to the races. Got one man to beat, going to get pushed out of bounds. What a
Erico.
great run by Derrico there as he faked the zone to the left, or the speed sweep to the left, and got on his Pontiac and rode off to the right side. Beat a couple of defenders at the point of attack, bounced it out, and a great run there by that young man. So that's a fantastic play. So first down for the Cougars, playing ahead of the sticks here. Nice job. They'll set up shop 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. 8:11 to go in this one. Jason Roby calling all the action for you. Ron Welliver is on the color commentary, and the man on the moving pictures, as always, is Steve, the highlight guy, Cody. The huddle breaks. The Cougars come out. A little bit of a hop in their step here as they had a nice play on first down. They'll go twins to the bottom of the screen, split end up top, 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback again keeps it. Nice job and a good job of reading his blocks. Bounces off his own man, keeps his feet churning. And there it is, Ron. Great run on first down. 2 nice plays by Erico as he sprung out. Anthony Erico just reading his blocks and knowing where he is in space.
I didn't see the number of the blocker in front of him, but he actually had his hand on his back before he cut to the outside.
Yeah.
It's a nice job by Erico. 1st and 10 for Nashua at the 43-yard line of Exeter.
So something brewing here, and now, and again, both of those plays kind of started vertical before they bounced to the perimeter, and I think that should be the theme here on this drive. We'll see if they continue with it, and if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Keep going back to it, and then when it doesn't work, go back to it again. Twins to both sides, sniffer up front. They'll come with the speed sweep look. They'll fake it, and this time, good penetration, but here's the difference. Good penetration on first down, but you still gained a yard or two. You're playing in front of the sticks. Love the call by the coaches. Staying with it. Was that Foreman that time?
Yes, Foreman was doing the run.
Love the play call that time.
Erico probably needed to catch his breath a little bit before,
he's got
after
20,
2 nice runs.
20, 30 yards on the last 2 plays. So, but I like the play call. I love playing in front of the sticks. And I don't think you need to do anything different. You just stay with what you do and continue to get the ball vertical up the field. This time, Erico, I think, is back at the quarterback position.
Foreman's right behind him.
He's pretty deep, Ron. Oh, no. Yeah, they were trying to run a little counterplay, too long in developing, and too much penetration there.
Jack Thompson made a nice play at number 31 for Exeter. And going back to what you said, keep the ball between the sticks. Now it's 3rd and about 16 yards.
Yeah, see,
16.
you I know you like to, sometimes it's fun.
I'm a trick play
as
guy.
you know, you like to play mad scientist. I get it. No, I get it. But I think at this point, you got something generated here. The plays aren't taking too long to develop. You've got to get north and south as quickly as you can. Because as you mentioned, this team's ears are, look at them, they're all standing up in a 2-point stance. They're coming. And maybe, change your play count. Yeah.
Snap came back. The play was immediately blown up by number 52. And a couple other players there. We can't see their numbers.
Yeah, so it's 4th and
glare.
So it's 4th and 22 right now. They you had Erico with 2 nice runs on consecutive plays. Foreman fell forward for a yard or 2 on the 3rd play, and then you start running all the other stuff, and it takes you out of your rhythm a little bit, and it sets up a 4th and 22. And now unfortunately, you're Nashua. You probably have to go for this, but what that does now is it's going to give Exeter a short field again.
Erico on the run, cuts to the
Nice job.
outside.
He can get to the corner. He'll have a first down and then more. Erico heads for the corner at the 30, the 30, the 25-20. Cuts back against the grain. One man to beat. They try to strip him, and he gets in.
What a run by Erico. Going back to what was working, like you said, Jason.
Well,
he needed a rest anyway. Made two nice runs. They tried some trick plays, and they go with basics, and beautiful run by Erico. I think, is there a flag up here by the
you're kidding
46-yard? Oh,
all the way
what
back
a shame.
here.
Right in front of us is the flag, right by the 50.
We'll have to wait and see what the call is. And here I am thinking,
What a run by Erico.
what is the penalty? Did they call hold? I
I
didn't.
think it was a hold.
Oh. Well, you want to play by the rules, but at the same time, it's like, did the play have an outcome? Did the hold have an outcome on that play? You know.
Well, they go right back at it. It's going to be 4th down again and about 20 yards. The stick says 1st down, but I believe it's 4th. And the referee,
And I don't know how egregious the hold was, but on something like that, you know, you wonder. And I'll tell you what, if I'm them, I'd probably run the same play again. I mean, Erico's
go with what works.
your best guy. Let him try to operate in space. They know where he is too, does Exeter. So they'll fake this and he'll keep it. Yep. And he'll cut back against the grain, and he runs into his own player who was kind of watching the play happen. And you know, that's the other thing is like you know, you're dancing around back there, and that's the guy that you want to carry the mail.
Nice play by Wiley Vosgin and Deacon Altamari for Exeter.
You always tell
blew up that play.
You always tell your guys get up the field and go block somebody. You know, go find somebody in an off-colored shirt.
Just hit him.
Because you never know when the ball could come back towards you, right? We've seen Erico kind of do that, display that water bug tendency where he starts on the right, finishes off on the left. I mean, just some great running by Erico on that series. They won't get points from it, but it was impressive to watch. There's that toss counter play again, and Nashua adjusts a little bit to it. They miss a couple of tackles at the line of scrimmage. They finally bring him down. And that was,
bunch of tacklers on the play.
Yeah, that was.
Zabolis was in on it.
Zabolis was there, and a couple of others. That was, I think, Fulcino on
the carry. Yeah. And I got to give him credit, the effort he put. He was held on to in the first hit, wiggled out of it, got a couple extra 3-4 yards, and it's 2nd down and 5.
So they'll come back out with double tight ends, tight end trips to the top of the screen, one back in the backfield, under center. Little speeds, a little sweep, toss sweep, and what happens is play side tackle pulls. You can see him out in front there, 73. He led the charge.
And Fulcino, nice run on the outside all the way to the touchdown.
Just broke through some arm tackles there. Whenever you run that toss sweep, you pull your play side tackle, and
I'm not sure Exeter wanted to score that quick. Normally, with 4 minutes left, they could eat up 4 minutes and 40 yards easily. But they score a touchdown. There's 2:54 left in the game. 38-8 Exeter.
it really is a shame that penalty brought back that touchdown that Erico had, because that was a really spectacular run. He made a lot of good things happen. There was some good blocking at the point of attack, good blocking downfield. It just, you know, that penalty unfortunately came, and another potential 16-point swing here. They'll run power, and he's going to get taken down. May have lost his footing, but a good play in the backfield by number 75 there for the Cougars.
Pominville.
Yeah, Wyatt Pominville, and got some good penetration through the offensive line through his gap, and was able to get the ball carrier for a loss there, and the 2-point conversion goes by the board. So we have 2:42 left in this one. It is 38-8 in favor of the Seahawks. And, it is one of those things. It's a learning. There's learning to be done here. As the
Mason Moorcroft to kick off for Exeter.
Moorcroft will tee it up at the 40-yard line. We'll see if he tries to put this one deeper. He's been able to find that space on those squib kicks, Ron, where the Cougars have just had to fall on it. We'll see if they try to return one of these. This
a short kick.
Oh, that's a live
It's
ball.
a live ball right now. They
Pick
better
it up
be
and
careful.
go. All right. The up man was going to jump for it and then decided not to. That was Clark Ryland, on the return. And Clark was Johnny on the spot, got to it quickly and was able to get a yard or two on it before he was swarmed by Seahawks.
First and goal for Nashua Cougars on their own, about 36-yard line, 37 maybe.
All right, the Cougars huddle up and get their play call as we head in close to inside 2:20 here in this one. Be halfway through our day, Ron, as we have 3 more left on the schedule. And that just too long in developing that it's just the play develops at a pace where the defense is just up the field too quickly for that play, and it's a good play, but maybe not against this Seahawk team.
It's a nice job by the Exeter defense coming in and just swarming. I think if he didn't hand off, they were still all over the quarterback.
Yeah, they fake it, and then,
That's the positive yard. It's about 3 yards for Erico right up the middle after the fake on the sweep. They're lucky they didn't get flagged there because that running
he was
back
coming
went
forward.
full.
Yeah. Yep. And again, you mentioned a good positive gain, but they were behind the stick, so they're looking at a third, and we'll call it 12.
Minute to go. Minute 4 right now in the ball game.
See if they give Erico one more bite of the apple here. And I don't know if he's in the game right now. Is he a quarterback? He is. Okay. So Erico, he's going to roll to his right. He'll keep it, break down the side, and
Big hit there.
yeah, a couple of Seahawks gobbled him up. 31 was first there, and it looked like another player there was 26 maybe. Let's see.
13. Wiley Vosgin. Oh, it could be 26.
26 was there.
It was all
as
3
well.
of them.
Yeah.
They've been
was-
making it difficult for us
the
all day with
Seahawks
2,
were,
3 guys
yeah.
on each tackle.
Seahawks were swarming for sure. We're going to get inside of 15 seconds. Don't
Make it
know
one more
if-
play.
well, let's see if they come out of the huddle and try to get one in. They
Yeah.
do. You get 10 seconds to go. They'll hustle up to the ball. I like it. Under center.
He jumped the left guard, so it looks like we have one more play. That'll be it. They call it.
Yeah, and Exeter kind of goes crazy here. They get the victory, and the Cougars will jog off the field. And the most important part of the game is now over. You're going to see good sportsmanship from both teams. Things don't always work out the way you want, but it happens sometimes. And, you can still show good sportsmanship and learn from your experiences and come back, work hard in practice, and get better. This is a senior day today, so it's the last game for some of these players here in the program at the older levels, and we wish them well in their future endeavors. We have 3 more games coming up. The JV level of this next game coming up between Exeter and Nashua. There'll be a short break in the action while those teams warm up on the field.